Technical difficulty.
Icarly premieres June 17th
On Paramount Plus!
Hey everyone, how's it going? Matthew Bailey here, and welcome to another live-action TV show review. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I can't remember what the last one I did was, but if you know what it was, let me know in the comment section below. But this time it is going to be on a show that I finally finished watching on Paramount Plus, and that I'm really excited to get into season 2 because of how well the first season did, and that is the 2021 revival of Nickelodeon's Icarly. Yep, this is the first season out of the new revival that brings back almost every single character from the original show. We got Miranda Cosgrove back as Carly Shay. We got Nathan Kress as Fredward Benson. Jerry Traynor as Spencer Shay. And we even got some new characters in this lineup, like Lacey Mosley as Harper. And I forgot the name of the little girl who's playing Millicent, who is Freddie's stepdaughter, which is the first time in the show that he's had a kid, and he's the only one that has a kid. But and we do in fact see some familiar faces who have small appearances in this show. Like the first cameo we see is of Neville Papperman. If you remember, he was the evil mastermind in the first original nemesis of the iCarly gang, and he was the episode that he shows up in is insane, and I just cannot believe that he managed to show up in this show. And like I said, he's not the only nemesis of the crew that showed up in this show. We also got the introduction of Nora Derschlin. If you remember, she showed up in 2 episodes of iCarly, and and the one thing she did was lock them in her basement in the first episode, and she kept them in her house the second episode. Now, we did see her in the episode of Sam and Cat Eyes Super Psycho, but it seems like that show isn't really canon to the events of the original show anymore. So, and we know that because even though she doesn't show up in this show, we still get her name mentioned in the show, and that's Sam Puckett, played by star Jeanette McCurdy, and we do find out why she did not show up in season 1. So she unfortunately decided to go off on her own and be with this supposed biker gang called the Obliterators, according to what Freddie says.
I just want to make things again.
You don't need a partner to do that.
Yeah, I don't need a partner. I need Sam. But she's off following her bliss with that biker gang.
The Obliterators. Hope she's okay.
It's Sam. I hope they're okay.
And honestly, I think there was even another episode where it mentions that how she did move away during that situation, and that's why they didn't know. I mean, it's also because the actress Jeanette McCurdy did not want to come back because she had some bad memories in some situations. But hopefully, because of how well this show did in its first season, hopefully it will change Jeanette McCurdy's mind and want to come back for season 2 that they just greenlit. And like I said, there were so many different nostalgic moments in this movie or in this show, like when we see the return of baby Spencer from the original show. That was pretty funny. And there was like so many different, like I said, there were more cameos than just Nora Derschlin and Neville Papperman. We got to see Principal Franklin show up, And it's ironic because this was on an episode where Carly's birthday is always cursed and everything. Because if you guys remember I think it was season 4, episode 1, I believe it was episode 1 actually, she actually had Spencer accidentally burned her bedroom during her birthday, and that she claims that her birthday's always cursed, but this time it didn't seem like her birthday was cursed at all, which was pretty amazing. But honestly, and I'm so glad they kept the original theme song from the show. I just could not believe how well this show did. And this is just my review of season 1. Now, when season 2 premieres, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a review on that, but I can tell you right now, just from season 1 alone, this show, or this revival / sequel of the show, was amazing. It really tried its best to hit home with the original fans of the original show who are now grown up, like me. Like I said, I was around 8 to 13 years old when this show was airing, and now that I'm 22 years old and I'm grown up, this show is aiming at people at my age, because they're trying to give this show to the original audience, and I commend them for that, or I congratulate them for trying their best to keep it towards aiming at the original audience. And like I said, if you are a fan of the original iCarly and you want to see this show, you would have, as of right now, you have to see it on Paramount Plus, which is a streaming service, which I got it just for that reason, because I wanted to see this show and see how well it did. Now, there are rumors that it could show up on actual TV, possibly, who knows, but if they do decide to air the episodes on TV, that would be amazing. I'm just curious as to what network they're going to air it on, especially since it's aimed at it has more adult jokes in it now, and you don't want to be airing it on Nickelodeon, so I'm curious what network they're going to air it on if they decide to put it on TV. But let me give you my rating of season 1 of iCarly. So, for my rating of season 1 of the new iCarly, like I said, I was a pretty big fan of the original show, and based on how well they did this show, aimed at more adults and more adult themes, and most of the original cast came back, I mean, this was just insane. I mean, we got to see so many new sets and everything, but like I said, if I have to give this season 1 a rating, I would say it definitely earns a 5 out of 5 for me, because I was one of the original fans of the show. I saw every episode. It was amazing. This is the first actual review I've done this year that has a 5 out of 5 on its rating, but like I said, it's because I was an original iCarly fan, so you would think I would be paying very close attention to how well this show went. Turns out people are really loving it, me included, and if you are an original iCarly fan and you don't have Paramount Plus yet to be able to watch this, you should get it. It's only like $6 a month and on Paramount Plus, and you should be able to get it and watch the show. You can even watch all the original episodes of the original show as well. So definitely check this show out on Paramount Plus if you have a subscription and you are an OG iCarly fan. Anyways, that's all for now on this short TV show review, and I will see all you dudes in the next video.